8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now live.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from the campus of Westfield State University, this is 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Westfield Bank. For more than 160 years, Westfield Bank has been an important community presence and commercial leader in the Pioneer Valley. With convenient full banking services in Westfield, West Springfield, East Longmeadow, Agawam, Feeding Hills, Springfield, Southwick, as well as Enfield and Granby, Connecticut, visit us on the web at westfieldbank.org.
Captain's log, stardate 8141.6. Starship Enterprise departing for SETI Alpha 5 to pick up the crew of USS Reliant. All is well. And yet I can't help wondering about the friend I leave behind. There are always possibilities, Spock said. And if Genesis is indeed life from death, I must return to this place again.
He's really not dead. As long as we remember him.
It's a far, far better thing I do than I have ever done before. A far better resting place I go to than I've ever known.
Is that a poem?
Something Spock was trying to tell me on my birthday.
You okay, Jim? How do you feel?
Yeah. I feel young.
Space, the final frontier. These are the continuing voyages of the Starship Enterprise. Her ongoing mission to explore strange new worlds, to seek out new life forms and new civilizations, to boldly go where no man has gone before.
Well, good morning, everybody. You are tuned into the Bobby G and Company show, and that entrance set was considerably different from the norm.
We're self-indulgent,
even for me. Yeah, but there's a reason for it, and I'll give you that in a few minutes. So, Pete, good morning, and thank you for coming in.
Good morning.
Braving this inclement weather.
Could be snow.
Could
We're
be.
good.
Yeah, no. We're good with that. So, Lynn is a little bit under the weather this week. Apparently, she came down with bronchitis because of her extended time outside in the woods during the Subaru midwinter
sales event.
No, their little convention for tree hugging hippies. She gets invited to these things. I don't know what's up with that, but so I've got Angela joining me again this morning. Good morning.
You came back for more punishment?
Yeah.
She did. But you know what?
Gotta help a friend out. Lynn's sick.
She wasn't just filling in. She jumped all over this bandwagon. She got deep.
She's giving you the cross look.
I know she is.
She's definitely filling in for Lynn now.
She got in real deep with this story. She dug and dug and dug, and she was actually able to find Lynn's competition photo from the alpaca leg lookalike competition at that Subaru convention last week. So,
I wasn't there.
Pete, can you look at that? Now, those are Lynn's legs. If you can see this on TV, that was the photo that won the event, okay? Lynn did not take second or third place. She won the event, took home the gold. So we're very proud of Lynn for that. Thank you for that, Pete.
My Lord.
And wasn't that something, Bob? I mean, and we also have, let me introduce, we also have my buddy, the Bean from West Springfield, Mr. Boom Boom Bob Mancini. Good morning, Bobby. How you doing?
Good morning. I'm doing excellent. Every time I come in here, it's either raining or 5 below zero.
Yeah, I know it. That's why I'm not inviting you anymore.
Good. So listen, let's get back to Lynn for a second.
Well, must we?
Yeah, we have to.
All right. Okay.
She's stepping up in the world. Last time she was on
she was
vacation,
stepping in something. I don't know about up.
Oh, last time she was on vacation, what happened? She was the judge for the armpit hair.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
So
yeah,
she's
the
stepping
women's
up now.
armpit hair braiding competition.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll do the leg braiding now.
I don't know. I mean, that photo, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
And that only took her, I think it was 3 months to grow that out like that.
Wow.
So she's got talent. I'm telling you, that girl.
She may not be homesick today. She might just be shaving.
That might be
She
it.
might come over here and punch your lights out.
No, she'll do it off camera, so there's no proof. I'll just come in next week with a couple of shiners, but that's okay. It's all good. It's all good. This is the
There's
things.
always makeup for that.
This is the things that we do for the entertainment of the masses. Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah, that works. So we've got an awesome show coming in today. I mean, we've got Boom Boom's going to be talking about some events coming up, some celebrity engagements, and all kinds of stuff. Angela's going to be talking more about some books, and just going to be fun. And we're also probably going to stab Lynn a few more times before the end of the show. So we got National What Is It Day, again, February 27th. It is 6:07 in the a.m. We got National Polar Bear Day, or Alpaca Leg Day. I'm not sure which is National Chili Day. That's a decent one. I can get into that. Give me some nice spicy chili. I'm all for that.
Celebrate
I guess
National
I know
Chili
what I
Day.
can make for dinner tonight.
Yeah, there you go.
So we got one here from for Boom Boom Mancini, National Pokemon Day. You like Pokemon?
I never even heard of
You
it.
never even heard of them. You got to get out from under that rock every so often, buddy.
Ah,
All right,
It's all about the ball.
what?
Pokemon.
Sorry, man, I wasn't ready for that.
Hey, you like that one?
Yeah,
Threw it right at you.
You totally got me unaware with that one. It's also National Protein Day. So
That's a good thing for a boxer.
yeah, there you go.
It goes well with the chili, right?
Yeah,
Actually, you could put protein powder in the chili.
Yeah,
Sure.
there you go.
protein powder.
Yeah.
No, nasty.
Got the
Boost up the
beans
protein
and-
count.
All right. So listen, we've got I've got really short segments for the historical events, the celebrity births, and deaths. So Pete, why don't you cue me up some Connie? Let's get some Talbot going.
Yesterday,
Angela's singing over here. I don't know if you can hear it or not.
all my troubles seem so far
All right.
away.
She's doing Milli Vanilli here. She's lip syncing away.
The trash truck guy's coming for you now.
Uh-oh. You sure he's coming for me?
I don't know how he backs all the way out there. That's pretty
I
cool.
have no idea.
All right.
All right, so in 1801, on this date, Lynn was here, by the way, for this. Pursuant to the District of Columbia Organic Act of 1801, Washington, D.C. is placed under the jurisdiction of the U.S. Congress. Do you know that? All the way back to 1801 for that.
I believe that.
1870, and this one I thought was pretty interesting. The current flag of Japan is first adopted as the national flag of the Japanese merchant ships. I did not know that.
Wonder what
Didn't
their
know that
flag
either.
was before that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably some imperial flag.
I'll have to ask Lynn because she was there for it. I don't know.
Oh, good lord.
I know it. 1951, the 22nd Amendment of the United States Constitution, limiting presidents to 2 terms, is ratified.
What year was that?
1951.
You know why?
Um,
FDR would have kept going.
yeah,
until
that's what I was gonna say. It
The only
was
reason
FDR.
he didn't is because he died.
Well,
Right.
yeah. That, you know what? I could see that one. One of 2 things has to happen. Either get rid of 22 or make Congress and the Senate term limits there too. Across
yeah,
the
I have
board.
no problem with
It's either
that.
got to be across the board one way or
It
the
used
other.
to be a gentleman's agreement. You'd only serve 2 terms, but
Yeah.
then they had to make it law after FDR because he was a wartime president, and it actually worked out better for the country. But you can't do that anymore.
Nah, well, I mean, yeah. All right, so that's that was it for historical events, believe it or not. There was
Okay.
not a lot going on today. I mean, there was a bunch of stuff, but nothing really brilliant. All right, so let's do some now. I don't know, Bobby. I don't know if you know these guys.
These gals.
These girls, yes. Wildfire was on the show with us. It's 2 sisters from the Dallas, Texas area that sing what they call country pop. And
It's not what they call. It's what it is.
Well, okay, all right. Well, I don't know. I never heard that term before them. And so we had them on with a Skype interview and, with all that stuff. Phenomenal girls. Kayla and Kelly, sisters, and Rob, their father, is their manager.
Oh, really?
And it was really kind of weird because Rob and I, we've only talked a couple of times prior to the interview. But it's like, you would have sworn that we had known each other for years. And we just hit it off really well. They're actually talking about coming out this way in August. I'm hoping to get them for maybe something to do with the Big E. So you and I could talk later, get you to pull some strings and get them on stage. Phenomenal, talented, uber talented, beautiful girls, the whole 9 yards. They got the whole package. I'm telling you, they got the whole thing going on. So
shameless promoter.
No, I mean really, they're just great kids.
No, I know they're great kids.
So
well,
I asked.
The Big E starts in September, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but they're already booking acts by now.
Right, that's what I'm saying. You better.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure yet. Even if or when they're coming up.
Yeah.
I mean, Rob wasn't sure yet. But anyway, so I had asked him because
I'm sure we can find him a club gig somewhere.
Definitely something.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So Lynn's always on me for having Marilyn do "Happy Birthday," the JFK song.
Yeah.
And so I got in touch with Rob, and I'm like, "Hey, could you possibly ask the girls if they could sing "Happy Birthday" for me, to use on the show?" And he was like, "Oh yeah, we got a studio downstairs. We'll have them do it out this weekend." So Pete, can you play that up for me? This is Wildfire.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Love you guys.
I'm telling you, they're phenomenal.
Very nice.
They're phenomenal.
What's she saying? She loves.
No, it's
Angela
both sisters.
and I?
It's two sisters. And
they do everything in harmony.
Yeah. What's weird is when you can't tell when one of them is singing and the other one isn't. You can't tell which one it is unless you're looking at them. Their voices sound so
great.
close. But I mean, they're sisters. But
yeah, we can get something up here.
So you getting them to replace Marilyn for this segment?
Yeah, that's
Permanently?
not permanently, but at least 99%.
Congratulations,
of the time.
girls.
I may throw in an occasional Marilyn just to irk Lynn.
Yep.
But that would be the only reason. I mean, these girls are just phenomenal. But anyway, celebrity births today, February 27th. 1932. Lynn was here for this one, too. Miss Elizabeth Taylor was born on this date. She passed away in 2011. The English-American actress and great friend of Michael Jackson and all that stuff. And, yeah, nice lady. And she had some pretty nice perfume, if I remember right. Was it you that did
that one fell flat?
It did, yeah. I don't know.
Was it me?
That wasn't me. Okay, all right. Yeah, I tried.
That was me.
All right.
She made a lot of money on her.
She did. She made bank.
Oh, yeah.
All diamonds. 1959, Johnny Van Zant, the American singer-songwriter.
Yes.
He was with Skinner and Van Zant. He was born today. And the last one I had for you is 1962. Well, actually, I do have one more. Two more. Adam Baldwin, the American actor, one of the Baldwin brothers. He was in Full Metal Jacket. Oh, excuse me. He was one of the. I guess they were all kind of psychotic in that movie, but I mean, he was one of the bigger guys in that, and he also was the first officer on the series The Last Ship. I don't know if you ever saw that, Pete. That was actually a pretty good show.
No.
It got the beginning was good. It was about kind of like today, the coronavirus going rampant, and this one ship is up at I believe it was the Arctic Circle, doing research and naval destroyer, and comes back and the entire everything is like decimated, and this disease went rampant, crossed around the world, and it was a good, very good.
I have to look that
very
one
good
up.
series. Yeah, Last Ship. It was on I believe it was TNT.
Okay, it's probably on Hulu or something like that.
Oh yeah, definitely that. So boom, boom, you've got a birthday wish you want to throw out there. So let's do that.
Yeah, I want to wish my buddy Keith Coslin. He's up in heaven. Happy birthday. He would have been 38 today. Great guy.
Oh. Yeah, that's tough. Yeah. That's tough. So we're going to be talking, too, during the Dark Shadow segment about some recollections that I have. But today is actually my daughter Amy's birthday. So
nice.
Happy birthday to the little evil one. And she is evil. I pity the fool that gets married to her.
Oh, wow.
Hey, I'm honest. I am honest.
Why pity him? You should be thanking him.
Oh no, she's gone. She's out of my house. She's in her own. I mean, she's got her own little baby now. And you know what's funny? She actually said to me a couple of months ago. She's very open with me. Sometimes embarrassingly so. But she's very open with me. And she was over at the house and we were talking, and she says, she says, I grew up thinking that you were dumb as a box of rocks. And she said, I think, but every kid, I think, does that with their parents. She said it was only when she had her own baby that she realized that the secret to parenting is picking and choosing your battles. Your parent knows everything. And if it's something that's going to break your bones, well, they're going to pick that battle. If it's something that's going to, stub your toes, no, we're going to let you learn.
Yeah.
But she was funny about it. She was like, I never realized how much you actually knew and just didn't say anything about. And I'm like, yeah, there was very few things you got past me.
All those rocks had something.
All those rocks, yeah, they weren't as dumb as she thought. But anyway, so that's your celebrity births and a few extras thrown in there. So if you could, cue me in some Undertaker. So that's Pete's edited version of the Ministry of Darkness.
I like it.
I do too. Yeah, I like it when you added those gongs in there. So I've only got 2 celebrity deaths for you today. Going back to 2003. It's a guy that I grew up with. Well, both of these were guys that I grew up with. The first one, Mr. Fred Rogers, who was born in 1928. He was the American television host. He was Mr. Rogers in the neighborhood and all that. I mean,
Tom Hanks?
Yeah, I mean, well, yeah, Tom Hanks now.
Yeah.
I mean, but you had to grow up with that too, Bobby. I mean, we're all about the same age.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Yeah, and he had the little train that went around, and that took him to Fantasy Island or whatever it was, and I'm pretty sure there were drugs involved behind the scenes there. But hey, it was good.
It was a good television show.
Yeah, I mean, and something?
Changed his shoes, changed his sweater, kind of, prepared you for that. Leave work behind. You're home now.
Exactly, and that works. I mean, it really does. But one of the things that stuck with me, where he was concerned, one of the episodes of the show, he actually stated that his birthday was March 20th. That's my birthday.
Happy birthday.
And I was like, oh my God, that is so cool. His birthday is the same as mine. I never forgot that.
It's my brother-in-law's birthday, too.
Is it really?
Are you my brother-in-law?
Well, only on Saturday nights at the Still. When Mancini leaves you unattended, there's no security at his events,
I hire him for security and he disappeared.
So the reason that I did the intro that I did, which was the ending of Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan, was that today in 2015, Mr. Leonard Nimoy passed away. And he was born in 1931, the American actor, singer, and director, and obviously famous for Mr. Spock on Star Trek. But he played a ton of things. He was in the original versions of Mission Impossible. He had his series there, In Search Of. He was always busy with something. And I actually met him years ago.
Really?
I went to a convention.
Star Trek convention?
Yeah, of course.
What did you dress as?
I went as a Tribble.
I heard they all dress up there.
So,
I got to deal with it at 6 o'clock in the morning.
I know it. Hey, it's tough.
And yet you show up.
Yeah. You called me to be here, not the other one.
Oh, don't say that. Don't say that. Angela's going to be like, I knew there was something behind this.
Something was going on.
So, I met him, and I actually met Shatner, too, at another convention. And I can honestly tell you, surprisingly enough, I did not care for Shatner. Shatner struck me as a putz. I mean, he was like a born again. All he wanted to do was preach.
About Priceline?
And, it was before that. But, Nimoy was very much so about the fan base and just so approachable. And it was just like, oh my God, you're in the same room as this guy. So anyway, so those are your celebrity deaths, births, and what happened yesterday in the world. So let's bust into, hey, Pete, I am almost on time.
Scary.
How the hell did that happen?
I don't know.
You know what it is? Lynn's not here distracting me.
Oh, stop.
What?
Stop. Will you leave the poor lady alone?
No.
And I think you're
Lynn,
only...
642-9039.
Yeah, Lynn, call in. Yeah, there you go. Call in.
And you're only over because the Star Trek opening was longer. Otherwise, you'd be right on time.
You're right. You're right. All right, so our first song today, let's go with some Smash Mouth. And this one here, Walking on the Sun. You're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB.
buy it just to stay in the clique. So don't delay, act now, supplies are running out. Allow if you're still alive, 6 to 8 years to arrive. And if you follow the may be out tomorrow, but if the author shun, you might as well be walking on the sun. They spoke out and they broke out of recession and oppression, and together they took and they folk out with guitars around a bonfire, just singing and clapping. Man, what the hell happened? And some were spellbound, some were hellbound, some they fell down, and some got back up and fought back against the meltdown. And their kids were hippie chicks, all hypocrites, because fashion is smashing the true meaning of it. So don't delay, act now, supplies are running out. Allow if you're still alive, 6 to 8 years to arrive. And if you follow them, may be out tomorrow. But if the author shun, you might as well be walking on the sun. Handkerchief is soaked with the tears because the baby's life has been revoked. The bond is broke, got so choked up and focus on the close up. Mr. Wilson can't reform. No God like hocus pocus, so don't sit back, kick back and watch the world get bushwhacked. News that's in your neighborhood is under attack. Put away the crack before the crack put you away. You need to be there when your baby's old enough to relate. Act now, supplies are running out. Allow if you're still alive, 6 to 8 years to arrive. And if you follow them, may be out tomorrow. But if the author shun, you might as well be walking on the sun. You might as well be walking on the sun. You might as well be walking on the sun. You might as well be walking on the sun. You might as well be walking on the sun.
Underwriting is brought to you by Boise Cascade Distribution, providing products and services needed for building material dealers, home improvement centers, and industrial customers. They offer everything from engineered wood and plywood to Drex decking and railing, James Hardy siding, and Advantech subfloor. Located at 33 Fowler Street Extension in Westfield and on the web at bc.com. They are committed to providing quality products, great service, convenience, and value.
Hi, it's Bob Plass, and I have Wow, It's Tuesday, every Tuesday, 6 to 8. Wow, it's Tuesday.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
I did it!
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM, WSKB Westfield.
Well, good morning once again, everybody. This is Bobby Goff, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company. Pete, I am trying so hard to send you a poster from Reality Star Boxing. That's they've got this promo coming up.
Okay.
And it won't let me send it. I don't know if it's the internet in this place or not, but I keep trying to send it. It goes about 90%, and then it goes, oh, no, we're not sending your thing.
Send me the link. Just don't worry about the poster. Send the link.
All right. Well, I'll see what I can do with
that.
that.
Is there a link, internet link somewhere?
I'm sure I can get it from Bobby. He's sitting next to me, and I'll zip that over to you.
You might as well wake up Michelle to send you the link. You think I'm going to be able to send you the link?
Let me tell you something. If I'm going to wake up Michelle, it's not going to be on the phone. You know what I mean?
Oh, great, Michelle.
It's probably on his page on Facebook, right?
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah. You have a page on Facebook?
Ask Michelle. Can we just call her now?
Can we call her? Sure. Call her. Give her a buzz.
Okay.
Get her up.
Oh, boy.
All right. So listen, we've got this is the point in the show where we educate the masses.
I actually played this at a DJ gig the other day. I was laughing my head off.
Did you really?
Yep.
Did you give them any trivia?
No.
Come on.
Couldn't. It was a fundraiser. But people were trying to sing the song because they didn't.
It's a catchy tune.
I know. And then they knew it was Frank right off the bat. So.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. They probably all said to you, "Hey, this came from Bobby G and Company." and they were waiting for those Keurig moments.
I was gonna throw them out something and say I play this every week.
Yeah, you should have definitely promote. So this is the part of the show that I call your Keurig Facts of the Week. This is designed to make you the smartest person at the office Keurig machine. And as Lynn always says, if your boss does not have a Keurig office machine for you, beat him, take him outside, flog him, run him up the flagpole, whatever is convenient. Hey, it works until he gets you that Keurig coffee machine. And always, as a disclaimer, please, folks, don't overdo it. Don't ridicule those that don't watch or listen to the show and, flaunt that extra knowledge. Just, kind of do it cool and passive like. But here's one for you, Pete. Did you know a rat can last longer without water than a camel?
Oh, I believe that. Rats are very efficient.
I never would have guessed that. Camels I always associate with arid conditions, but a rat can actually last longer than a camel. Did you know the word karate actually means empty hand? I didn't know that either. And I've got a history of martial arts, and I did not know that.
I did not know that either.
Yep. So, if you were to be able to see at night as well as an owl, you would need eyeballs as big as grapefruits. That's something, huh?
That's a lot of vision.
That's a lot of eyeball. Yep.
A lot of optical receptors.
Yes. So those are your Keurig Facts of the Week. And again, now, just remember, you're the smartest person. Do you have anything, Pete, for Horny Baby today?
Yeah, why not? Let me big finish.
All right.
An awful lot of coffee. Man, they got a gang of coffee in Brazil.
Who's singing that song?
Frank Sinatra.
Oh, excellent.
That's the chairman of the board.
Yeah.
All right, so Thursday night, prime rib every Thursday night at the Irish Cultural Center, Trinity Pub.
Oh, boy.
If you're looking for lobster, you can go over to 2 Weeks Notice Brewing for West Springfield. Cousins Maine Lobster, their lobster truck will be out there. And tonight it's Ladies' Night Out at Rosewood Home and Gifts in Westfield. If you call ahead and RSVP, you get a free gift.
Ooh.
Also at the Irish House, they have a white wine pairing dinner tonight. So if you register for that, you're in good shape. The Ultimate McGraw tomorrow at Teresa's restaurant in Ware, Massachusetts. If you like Tim McGraw, the McGraw tribute out there. There's a Paint and Sip, the Granby American Legion post tonight at 6 o'clock. New England Brewing Company is going to release a collaboration beer for Beer Garden Friday. That's out in Worcester if you're out that way. They did a collaboration with... Who did they do a collaboration with? Doesn't say. All right. Books and Brews Club at the Connecticut Valley Brewing in South Windsor. And a chili cook-off, Rob, for National Chili Day. They're going to hold it one day. It's going to be on Friday.
Okay.
At Smoky Joe's Cigar Lounge in Springfield.
Yeah, say that quick.
Yeah. Cook up a crock pot of your specialty and bring it down to be judged. Want to be a judge? Talk with Tony. Call over there. Jimmy Kaczynski's still around, huh? Cool. Jim K. Acoustic. He's at Progression Brewing tomorrow in Northampton. And Student Prince has a Hunter dinner night. So that's all game dinner.
Ooh, I used to love going to those.
That'll be tonight at the Student Prince at 6 o'clock.
Okay.
Let's see, what else? Storytellers Unplugged at Latitudes in West Springfield. The Filling Station down in Connecticut. I've actually been there. Connecticut Valley Brewing. They're going to be there. Their food. A lot of people are doing food trucks now.
Yeah, you said one before about lobster. I can't do lobster at a food truck.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, that would... Really? I mean, lobster at a food truck?
Well,
Okay.
I don't think it's going to be the whole lobster, will it?
I don't know, but I mean, to me, that's not...
No, they do lobster rolls, but they're
Yeah,
huge.
okay.
And they have
all right.
They have an enormous following, actually. The Quabog Vibe and Reason Beings are at 7th Sports Bar and Grill in East Hampton tonight.
7 has a sports bar?
Yeah.
It's in East Hampton.
No, I'm talking about the guy who's supposed to be here today.
The guy that was supposed to be here? Oh, yeah.
You know...
What?
Go ahead.
Good.
You know what that 7 is formerly? You know what it is?
In East Hampton?
Yeah.
No, what is it?
Oh, Purple Onion.
No,
Is it really?
that's 7Bs. That's different.
Yeah.
That's what
This
I
is
said.
Sevens.
Let's say that's not
Where's
East
7?
Hampton.
It's in East Hampton.
It's between 8 and 6.
Oh, you know what?
right.
You're right. All right.
Lindsay Ann at the
that
Rumble
answer
Seat
better.
tomorrow at 5 o'clock in Chicopee. It's her first gig in the area. And the Pandemonium Duo at the pub in South Windsor. I could just
Ooh.
keep going if I really wanted to.
Oh, okay.
Jeez.
There's all kinds of stuff going on. I just keep scrolling. I'm scrolling.
And scrolling. You got to hook Lynn up with that website or
Useless.
whatever.
I love this band name. Here we go. I love this band name. At Luthier's Co-op tomorrow at 7:45. The Useless Cans are there.
Useless Cans?
That's what it says.
Oh, okay. All right. Interesting name.
And yeah, that's it. That's all I got. Good enough.
Nice. Well, you know,
The song's almost done.
That actually sounded like a slam on Lynn, but it really wasn't. Lynn really tries.
I know
and
she
goes
does.
all over the place to try and find this. But you're obviously reading for one source where everything is there.
Everybody puts stuff on Facebook now.
Okay, but hook Lynn up with that site because that would save her so much effort. And because I know she goes nuts with this, and she really, you know, she's trying to plug away at everything. And
If you're at Westfield State, you can make your own pizzas. Student activities, involvement, and leadership.
I can make my own pizza at home.
Come to the DC this Thursday at
I make a pretty
8
good
p.m.
pizza.
Do
Make
you?
your own pizza.
Hell
Is
yeah.
that what you're going to do this weekend?
No.
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 Are you going to one of these events?
No.
No.
I did. Oh, damn! I forgot to bring it in. I did make Pete. I made a huge batch of beef jerky.
You did
last weekend. I wanted to bring some in for you guys, and I totally
and
forgot.
none
about
for the
it.
class.
I forgot about it, so I'll save some and put it aside for next week. Mancini won't be here because he'd eat the whole.
Don't worry, I'll just stop by your house and
All
get
right,
some.
you
All right,
stop-
don't
yeah,
worry
swing
about it.
over, swing over, brother. We'll have a beer and some beef jerky. It'll be a B&B.
Don't you know not to give them your address?
Yeah, well, you know, it was a weak.
probably
moment.
already knows.
It was a weak moment on my part. He stalked me home after the.
Yeah,
you know,
me too.
Did I bring you home that night?
No. You picked me up though when we went to that wrestling event. Remember, you came over, you picked me up.
Oh yeah.
He picks me up. We're going to a wrestling event. He shows up in a purple Dodge. What the hell was that thing? Your minivan, a purple minivan. And I'm dying laughing because I mean it's like a shoehorn to get all these guys into this thing, and it was like a clown mobile. And I'm looking at him and I'm like, no, wait, I'll wait for the
next car?
for the second vehicle, yeah. But anyway, so let's do up some Dark Shadows and let me get this emotional segment out of the way. So this is the Dark Shadow segment of the show where I will usually talk about something paranormal or team-oriented or any kind of thing going on. But today I wanted to kind of go in a whole different direction. I dare say most people don't know very much about me. I'm not very sharing in that regard.
You're so shy.
No, I'm not shy, but I'm very guarded on what people know about me and what they don't know. Must come from my prison days, and the soap and all that stuff, because I'm pretty sure that I was the reason.
Don't go
that
for
they went
street
to
cred
liquor.
you don't have.
I know it, I don't. So anyway, this week's Dark Shadow segment is a brief recollection of events from over a quarter of a century ago. I had just started a new business venture and was getting ready to be leaving the security of a normal 9-to-5 job for a very unknown and unsure professional future. I had a 3-year-old son at the time that took a lot, if not all, of my free time. But today, 27 years ago, I was at Bay State Hospital witnessing the birth of my daughter, Amy. I thought that this would be the beginning of a completely new adventure in my life. Man, I had no clue. This pregnancy was a very trying one for me because before my 25th birthday, and this is something most people don't know, I had the responsibility and misfortune of having to bury my firstborn son and daughter. Now, what should have been a very blessed event scared the hell out of me. I just kept praying for a healthy baby. Well, she was very healthy and quickly had me wrapped around her little finger, same as my son did 3 years earlier. Now, today, 27 years later, she's a beautiful woman with a young daughter of her own. We speak several times a week now, and she shares her exploits of raising a child with me. This always makes me smile as I can still remember her doing almost the exact same things back in the day. I'm very proud of her and the person that she has become. So with that in mind, happy birthday, Amy. I love you, Dad. And, I wrote that, and I'll be honest with you. I read it 3 times at home. Every time I busted out crying. But that's the nature of the beast. I mean, you guys both have kids. You know what it's like. Pete, you've got a son. I mean, you know exactly. You know how much pride you take in their accomplishments and everything else. So, Amy just turned out to be an incredible person. She has a lot of me in her, which is scary.
That's why she's the evil one.
She is the evil one, yes.
Now we know.
Yep. And she's only recently developed a filter, and I find that to be amusing because I'm the only one that she's never had a filter with. And sometimes to the point of sheer embarrassment, she would tell me things. But I remember back, she had to be, I'll say 18 or 19 at the time. She just graduated. And she pulled me aside. She says, "Dad, I have to talk to you." And I'm thinking, oh, damn. What the hell? I thought she was going to tell me she was pregnant. And that was the first thing that came through my mind. And she says, "Well, Dad," she says, I'm a lesbian. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. So?"
Yeah, what's the big deal?
And it was just so funny. And
it's amazing. All this.
Yeah, I mean, she was shocked. And, that I was like, okay. And she's like, "Well, you're okay with that?" I'm like, "Oh, sure, I'm okay with that." I said, "I don't care what you do." I said, "That's up to you. That's your business."
Yeah.
I said, "And besides that," I said, "that's a much better thing than what I thought you were going to tell me." And she was laughing at that. But so she ended up now.
It's amazing how people think that that's a big deal nowadays. I could see 20 years ago even.
Yeah.
Where that was a little bit different. But now it's like, live your life. Just don't throw it in my face.
Yeah. She decided that was not the lifestyle that she wanted. But whatever, like I told her, whatever you decide you want to do, I'll support you. I don't care one way or the other. So just, don't come up to me at 18 and tell me that you're pregnant. Because I will kill somebody and I know how to get rid of the bodies.
But you'd still love her unconditionally.
Yeah, her. He would have been buried, but I could live with that, So anyway, Amy, 27 years old today.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
I am floored. I'm telling you, I don't feel that old, but
but
you are.
Hell, my son turned 30 last month, and it's like, oh my God, I'm getting old.
Wow.
I'm getting old.
Wow.
And I've got a buddy of mine that lives in Florida now that we grew up together. He's got an 11-year-old, and he's a year older than me.
God bless.
And he's like,
I
laugh, because I told him, I was like, Bobby's 30 now. I said, just make you feel old. He says, yeah, Nick is 11. I said, well, he says, and he's busting me, telling me, well, you got an earlier start than I did. I'm like, no, I says, I found where my junk was 19 years before you did.
Ooh.
And it was just funny. We were just going back and forth and having a good old time with that. But anyway, with that, let's get in.
I got a 10-year-old.
You have a 10-year-old?
Yeah.
But that's your baby. She was here. She does not act like she's 10.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. You have your hands full with that one. I can tell you that.
She's a very old soul girl.
Yep. I was very impressed with her.
Yeah, I was
really
too.
was.
I watched a little bit. I was like, wow, she was very comfortable.
Yeah.
And,
oh, yeah.
Once she got settled in the studio and
Yeah.
kind of saw how things went,
yeah,
she was fine.
Yep, she did great.
Mm-hmm.
She could run the show.
She was a better interview than Boom Boom here next to me.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It doesn't take much.
I'm getting
I got to put up. Lisa's getting laid out.
At least it's getting light out. Yeah.
I buzzed Bobby for that one.
All right.
Mancini.
So we got our, let's get our weather report in for this morning, our first of two. Come on, you got to love this song. Peter Gunn, Spy Hunter, come on.
What is that?
Oh, come on, you don't know what that. All right, so currently in Westfield, we have 43 degrees. Our high is only going to go up 1 degree, supposedly. It's 44 for a high today. Sunrise was actually 9 minutes ago, if you can believe that. Sunset will be at 5:38 this evening. It's going to rain till later on this morning.
But, Bobby, do you remember when sunrise was like at 7:30?
Yeah, and we're getting better.
That's coming after March 8th. That's when the sunrise is going to start around 7:18, 7:20 after March 8th. How's that for you?
Daylight savings time.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So, like I said, rain until later on this morning, and then it's just going to be overcast for a majority of the day. I mean, we do need the rain. I mean,
it's going to get windy this afternoon.
Well, real windy.
Not enough to trigger an advisory. Berkshire County under a wind advisory up to 45 mile an hour gusts, 35 in the valley. It's going to be windy
Well,
this
it'll
afternoon.
dry everything up there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's a lot of puddles out there.
Oh,
You
yeah,
think?
definitely that.
My
Definitely
driveway
that.
is a puddle.
And you know, Pete, everybody knows it's Wendy. All right, so with that in mind, I mean, come on, that was an old reference there.
I was going to play that just to piss you off.
Were you? You should. That was a good tune back in the day. That was one of my parents' favorites. All that good stuff. I mean, I never got to listen to real
bubblegum pop.
I never got to listen to real music until like 1980. There you go. There you go. Come on, you know this, Bobby. Sing along. Don't shake your head no. You're older than me.
I don't know what this song is.
This is
Speaking out from under a stairway, calling the name.
No.
You're full of it.
I don't.
You're full of it.
I'm telling you.
Everyone knows it's windy.
He's trying real hard not to sing.
I'm trying not to laugh, but I don't know what this song is. I never heard it.
You're so full of beans. All right, so that's why they call you the bean, isn't it? Yeah.
Look at him. He's
I'm
trying
pretty
not to
sure
laugh.
that's why it is. All right. So listen, the next song I'm going to play for you guys is Fleetwood Mac. And this was, I asked my daughter what she wanted to hear. And she picked this song. It's one of her favorites. So, Amy, again, happy birthday, honey. This goes out to you. And this is Fleetwood Mac with
My Company, an independent, family-owned wholesaler serving Westfield for over 50 years, specializing in plumbing, heating, and industrial piping supplies. On the web at betsplumbing.com or at 14 Coleman Avenue in Westfield.
Want to get in the flow with Rob and Joe? Join host Joe Langoni and Rob O'Lari Thursdays at 7:45 a.m. on Westfield Technical Academy's Tiger Talk.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Hi, this is Joseph D'Onofrio. You might know me as Young Tommy from Goodfellas or Slick from A Bronx Tale. You're listening to my friends, Bobby Lynn and Pete, on the Bobby G and Company Show, right here on WSKB 89.5 FM. Enjoy, cuz.
See, I was busy that night. I was busy that
Shameless.
night.
Everybody was busy that night but Bean.
Yeah, he was the only one that wasn't. You know, I don't know if I told you this or not. When I first met Michelle, okay, it was at the boxing/wrestling event at Club One. And everybody that night, we both know this, everybody that night, all the guys there were feeding her drinks all night long.
Oh, you know, it's funny you said that. They wasn't feeding Jacqueline drinks. Now you don't mention Jacqueline's name.
I actually, Jackie, no, I didn't see her getting tipsy. Michelle was tipsy.
You think?
And just a little bit. I'm being politically correct. So when you had your celebrity thing at the Still,
Reality Star Boxing, yes.
Yes. When you guys had that, and I Michelle was there. She's one of your producers for this, and great lady. Don't get me wrong. She's
Vice
awesome.
President, yeah.
She is awesome. And if you've never seen her, she's a professional model, actress, the whole nine yards. Beautiful girl, very intelligent.
Hardest worker in the business. Believe me. And I was talking to Angela last night about this.
She's a very hard worker.
Yeah, very tough worker, and she's tough. I mean,
you can see she balances a lot and multitasks a lot. She was doing a lot that night. I mean,
she was.
Making
she was
videos, promoting, the
event, everything.
The event, promoting her next event.
Yeah,
she's got a good event coming up in September, film festival where you can submit your films, movies that people make around here, which is kind of cool. She's bringing in some people that worked on some big projects. Somebody else I can't disclose yet who might be coming in, but A-list actor might be. So we'll see what happens.
Now, where is that going to be? Do you know?
Undetermined right now. To be honest with you, she wants MGM.
Oh, cool.
So
local is my point.
Yeah, yes.
She wants to be able to screen it in a real theater?
Yeah.
Or in their function room?
I don't even know. I leave that up to her. Listen, I got enough work to do around here. I got to keep Bob in line over here.
Well, if she's gonna have multi films to show, she should be able to have them in the theater and then have her little meet and greets in the room.
I don't know what her PR people are doing.
If you did it early in the day, they could do it like a Saturday morning or something.
Yeah, I think it's a 2-day. I think it's a 2-day event. She has a breakdown on her webpage and stuff. I don't know what the webpage is, but she has a breakdown of everything that's going on. It's just the location, and like I said, she wants MGM to sponsor it and do it. So I think they might do it.
Well, what was funny was that at the Still that night, She's very gullible too. I got her.
Of course.
I got her. She comes over and we were talking. I was at a table there that evening with a couple of friends, and so she comes over and we're talking, and she's got her arm around me, and she says, I said to her, I says, "Do you remember what we talked about at Club One?" And she looked at me because I know she has no clue. She looked at me and she goes, "No, what were we talking about?" I says, "You were telling me that you wanted to get married to me." I said, "Now you really were interested in starting a date and all this stuff." And she the look on her face was like, "Oh my God, did I really say that?" And I let her off right away. I said no, I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it to her. I said, "Nah, you didn't say that."
But she like you said, one of the hardest people I know in the business that just so professional and stuff. I mean, she clowns with us, Rob.
Oh yeah,
we have a
but
great
we're behind
time.
the scenes.
Right.
We're not, the public that's there for the event. We're behind the scenes doing the, whatever it is.
But the day we had that event, the red carpet, the photographs,
it was
everything,
awesome.
she was, she has her stuff together.
Yeah, and she set it all up herself, broke it all
Yes.
down herself.
Yep. What's her, and I can never remember, and I'm so sorry, and I know she's going to slap me later. What's her assistant's name? I can never remember her name.
Tiana.
She is, oh my God, that woman is
Another
incredible.
Another one that is just a great person. I mean,
they're both cut from the same cloth.
Yeah.
But you don't see
how
either one of them
like,
stop. I mean, their events, boom, boom, boom. They're just constantly a blur of motion.
I'm on the phone with Michelle 20 times a day, at least 20 times a day, going over stuff that, events that are coming up and stuff like that. And,
Sure.
And I usually FaceTime her, and it's the funniest thing when I FaceTime her because she's like, "I'm just getting up." Maybe 6 o'clock in the morning, I'm FaceTime her 7 o'clock.
Wait a minute, you complain about coming here?
Yeah.
But
I never forget. I have a steel trap memory, man. I'll remember stuff that you said 4 years ago.
But it's Michelle, a good-looking lady. I'm talking to in the morning.
I'm very
sitting next
sorry
to
that
him.
he does not compare you to Michelle. I'm so sorry.
I don't want him
'cause,
calling me
I mean,
at 6 a.m.
No, that's
well,
No, I don't want him FaceTiming me at 6 a.m.
That's the
because
best when
when
you're
he
FaceTiming.
holds the camera
Yeah.
for his phone, he doesn't quite know the appropriate
Yeah,
angle.
everybody's like this.
Yeah.
I'm like this.
Sometimes you're
Yeah.
seeing stuff on him you don't
Well, he
have to see.
FaceTimes me from the men's room. That's what I'm saying. Thank God there's a telephoto lens on that camera. That's all I'm saying. Huh?
So when are you going to have Jacqueline in? Listen, I got a question.
Jackie's like all over the place now. She's professional. She's a pro boxer. The girl is busy. Don't you see her Facebook posts and everything?
It's funny. She comes in town and doesn't even call me.
Well, I mean,
You're
that's
getting big time, huh?
It's because of the restraining order.
Yeah.
You're getting
5
big time?
5 feet. Yeah. Doesn't even call me.
Yeah.
She goes, hangs out with her boyfriend. Or she'll be like, "Oh, I'm in town this weekend. It's Sunday. When you leaving? About 10 minutes. Okay, see ya."
Wow.
You're getting big timed? Wow.
Oh, yeah.
It ain't easy being you, is it? Damn.
Jacqueline Boyle. She's fighting, I think, soon, too, coming up. I don't know.
She didn't tell you yet? I'll tell you what.
I don't even know where it is.
I'll tell you what. I'll ask her next
ask
time I see her, when she's in town. She always calls me.
Yeah.
So I'll ask her, Jackie, what's going on? We're going to hook up. You take her and her boyfriend out for dinner or something. That's what you should do.
No.
You want to promote these things, you should take her and her boyfriend out for dinner. She may call you when she comes in town if you do that.
Yeah, I can take her over to the lobster truck.
Lobster truck. There you
I'm
go.
not going to a lobster truck.
You can
Come on.
stop at Angela's to get a flower.
Yeah, you could buy her some
I'm
flowers.
not buying a girl a flower. Why did her boyfriend buy her a flower?
Oh, I'm sure he does. I
Bring
mean,
her some flowers.
let's think about this for a minute. You're dating a professional boxer. Oh, yeah, damn right I'm going to buy her flowers.
Yeah, but
Kick
he's
your butt.
he's an amateur boxer also.
Is
her
he really?
boyfriend. Yeah. Oh, he's a bad dude.
Oh, no kidding.
He's very tough. Great guy, Laurent. I call him different names all the time. So hopefully when we replay this, he doesn't come over my house and give me a beating.
Come over and see Bobby. Give him a good one.
He just calls him different names he can't remember.
Oh, yeah, you can't remember his name. Well, when you get to be that age, I mean, you're lucky to remember to put your pants on front first, I mean, hey, where's the
usually
fly?
he's in sweatpants, so it doesn't matter.
Oh, that's true.
I
I can't say anything because that's what I'm wearing right now.
Yeah.
But, hey,
it's 6:56 here at WSKB 89.5 FM and WCPC Channel 15.
I know what time it is. I don't need a bloomin' cuckoo clock.
I have to say the time every once in a while. You're a morning talk show.
Oh, man. All right. Well, listen, I think that's my cue to go into our next song. Pete's very subtle with this. I mean, he tried to get me to wear one of those shock collars, and I said, "Oh no, I drew." The line at that. I gave it to Lynn.
The ones with the remote control.
I just
this
put,
one every time I hit
for my-
this.
Who the heck cares?
All I did was put bedazzling on it, and Lynn wears it now. It's perfect.
Cares.
See? All right. So our Floyd fix this week is, again, from the wall, I mean, the best album ever, in my opinion. So this one here is Pink Floyd with In the Flesh, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKB.
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by the Barnes & Noble College Bookstore in the Ely Campus Center, offering Westfield State t-shirts, sweatshirts, and gift merchandise, all of your academic needs, and offering textbook materials in new, used, ebook, and rental formats. Available at the bookstore on campus or online at westfieldstate.bncollege.com.
Hi, this is Harry Rock, host of Rock on Westfield every fourth Wednesday at 8 a.m. Tune in for my view of this place I call home.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 and 89.5 FM WSKB Westfield.
Well, good morning once again, everybody. This is Bobby Goff, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company. It is just about 7 a.m.
You know, that song left me unsatisfied.
It did?
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Uh-oh.
Where's the kaboom? There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
See, this is what happens when we give Pete a mixing board, and he just goes nuts with it.
Well, did you see the end of the song? Let me replay the end of the song.
Ah, now I get what you mean.
Yeah.
I get
Where's
what
the
you
kaboom?
Uh-huh.
There was supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom.
That's actually starting the next song. We'll have to go to that next track next week. So, Pete, Studio 120, who
Yes.
came up with that name?
It's because this is room 120.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
And it's
sure.
better than Patrick Barry had coined this Pete's Playhouse. And I'd rather have Studio 120 than Pete's Playhouse.
Yeah. That's
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, 120 is good.
Yeah, 120 works.
So Studio 120 is much
Yeah.
better than the alternative.
All right. So we've been hashing over things and busting chops with Boom Boom Mancini, but you know what? I got Angela over here on the other side of me, and it's kind of like, you know, the dark
She's
side
just
versus
enjoying
the
this.
good side. She's laughing about it. She's having fun. Lynn's at home praying that Angela's not permanently replacing her. And, you know, I mean, it's the way it is. So, Angela, you're going to have to worry about, you're going to start researching Horny Baby. Coming up with events and stuff like that,
yeah.
you know.
Well,
and,
there are some good events there, you know.
There are,
Yeah.
definitely.
Friday
So-
night, Hoyokai has the vagina monologues. Just telling you, it's this weekend.
You should have warned me you were going there.
I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Yeah, you should have
just
warned me
saying.
about that. I mean, is that another Subaru event or what?
No, it's not. It really, it's
No, it's a play.
It's a play.
I know what
It's a
it
play.
is.
Please.
The big broadcast is coming up in a couple of weeks, March 7th at Mount Holyoke, too.
Yep. Yeah. Just telling you.
I'm sorry, I can't. I can't even go anywhere with that.
I know you just
I have
completely
so
brought
many,
the show to a
I mean,
grinding
you
halt.
did-
I've got so many ways that I can attack that, but none of them are appropriate.
I mean, you got the horny baby. It's all about the community event.
Uh-huh.
You're talking about lobster rolls on a truck.
Which has absolutely nothing to do with vagina monocles or chronicles or whatever it is.
No.
But anyway,
Monocles.
Yeah.
It's a show. It's a show.
All right.
I'm going.
You're going?
Yes. A friend of
All
mine's
right.
a friend of mine's mother's in the show, and they're producing it. Yeah. so-
No, I can't do it. All right, so you've actually got some events coming up.
I do have some events coming up.
You've got a couple of one or two short stories that you've published. I mean,
Short stories,
they're like little
yeah.
pamphlets with 3 pages.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But
Well,
Just do like Lynn does, kick them under the table.
yeah, no, she's gonna hit me.
Oh.
So you've got which one? Are you promoting?
Well,
The,
you know,
the latest
short.
April Rain, or
Yeah, I'm going to be doing a signing and a talk at St. John's Church in Agawam on Tuesday night.
okay, what's your talk about?
It's going to be talking about like how the voices of the characters, the voices of a writer, and how we discern what we're writing.
Okay,
Little voices of God.
little voices in your head.
Yes, discerning the Holy Spirit.
Now they're in your head only, right?
They're in
But
my
sometimes
head.
they do come up.
They're
with
in my
pretty
head
cool
and my
ideas.
heart. Yes, those that you love stay with you forever.
Oh, okay. Now I heard Mancini saying off air that he wanted to be the cop in April Rain because he was the only one that had a sex scene.
Yeah, and the cop's name is I named him Scott.
Scott.
You know why?
No.
After toilet paper.
Oh. Gee.
It's something that it's useful.
Okay. All right. So.
It is useful.
Hey.
Yeah, Scott's actually a dirty cop. He gets involved with a nurse and puts her in some very awkward positions. Not sexual.
Oh yeah, baby.
And in positions where she could lose her medical license, she actually is threatened. She may lose her child. So there's a lot of drama in it, which is where what happens in the story is Jessica Briggs is murdered, and there's sort of the unraveling and the cover up of her murder.
No, is Jessica the nurse?
Jessica Briggs is not the nurse.
Oh, okay.
No.
All right.
No,
Because unlike Mancini, I have not read the book.
Oh.
I'm waiting for the made-for-TV movie that
we
I
are
know is
we are
coming out.
pushing. We're pushing for the movie. Yes.
But I'll tell you what.
Okay,
you
tell
know
me.
I haven't read the book, but I've been around Angela long enough to know the story, and I'll tell you what, it's an incredible story. It really is. I know bits and pieces of it.
Yeah.
And I tell you, you got to read the book. It saves me from reading it. You know what I mean?
Oh boy.
He's just waiting for the movie so he can see it.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. So we're gonna cast
I can
Dean
act it
Cain in any of these parts, or what?
I don't know. I don't
He
know.
could be the bad cop. He
Yeah.
could play it. He could do it.
Maybe.
You know,
I
you
don't-
can get if you can get Terry Hatcher in there, I'm on board.
Oh, for cripe's sakes!
What? Come on.
Yeah. Well, a lot of characters are in their like 20s, 30s. So, the cop's around 45, 50. So I guess
All right.
having a casting call for him. I don't know why.
Well, if you need me to play a 30, I can do that.
Maybe you could play the chief.
I can play the chief.
Yeah, that's a good role.
Chief Robinson.
Chief. See?
You do look like a chief.
I do look like a chief.
Chief Robinson coming in at the crime scene and
All right.
trying to figure out why his people are picking up stuff without gloves on.
Oh, I could do that.
Reprimanding all of them.
I can do that. Damn, I do that every investigation. All right. So this thing is coming out. What's you said it's where is it now?
Tuesday night, it's at St. John's Church in Agawam on Main Street.
What time does that start?
I believe it's 6:30. I do think it's 6:30. I have to be there for 6, so I think.
Okay, you're going to be there at 6. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm doing Agawam Flower Shop is hosting me on March 7th.
How'd you get them to host you?
They actually they sell all the books in my store.
I heard that the
Yes.
owners were really tough to work with.
No, they're very amicable. I mean, very talented. Let me tell you.
Oh, okay.
And it's great because you can go in, pick up some flowers. You can get a nice book to take for the weekend, and there's you can get them autographed there too.
Really?
Yes.
Any of the girls there behind the counter will autograph it for you?
I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm
Nice.
sure they would. Let me tell you, a lot of them they've worked on this just as long as me because they've had to live it every day when I'm chatting different plot lines.
Okay.
And then I'm doing the Springfield Museum, Springfield Library, Central Library is hosting an author fair at the end of March.
Okay.
Then in April, I have a couple things in the beginning, which are TBA right now. And then at the end of the month, I'll be at Sacred Heart Church in Agawam. So
No, your Springfield Library, is that the one that's at the museum?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, okay. The museum's haunted. I don't know about the library, but the museum is
Museum's
paranormal activity.
great. Yeah.
So,
I'll be there today. Later.
Those guys are awesome. I mean, we've dealt with, through Agawam Paranormal, I've dealt with the Springfield Library system, and they're just incredible people.
Yeah,
they really are.
They do a great job. They're Matthew Jackson, who runs the.
Yeah, Matthew's the one I work with.
Yeah, he's doing the author fair, and this will be the third one that I'm participating in. I have to think about that.
Really?
Yeah. The last one I did was in the fall, and that was about a month before April Rain came out.
Okay.
So I was able there to talk about it coming out, but I just didn't have books in hand yet, which was a little nerve-wracking because, waiting for the printer to ship them. And then I did it about 2 years earlier. So this one will be interesting because I actually do have April Rain in hand, and people can buy it, and I can autograph it if they want, which,
well, that's
learning how to do because
you're learning how to sign your name.
you gotta
You
have
can
little
write a whole
yeah.
book. You can write a whole book, but I'm learning how to sign my name.
Well,
yeah, okay.
I've written it with the author's name on here is A.M. Grout.
Yeah.
Usually, what the other ones are all Angela Grout. That's who I am. But A.M. Grout, I did the A.M. Grout because there's been research that men don't buy murder mysteries written by women. Would you? Do you?
Really? I don't buy murder mysteries.
Yeah. Oh, you don't?
No.
Crime thrillers.
Yeah.
You might not read books.
No, I'm always reading, but it's not
You're looking at the
usually
pictures.
that
You're
genre.
not reading. You just look at the pictures. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, well, I mean, you say that like it's a bad thing.
There's no pictures in the book.
No
but
pictures.
Someday.
It would take me a while.
Yeah. I tried to get someone to do some pictures for Dear Baby Get Out, just for the front of the chapter, each chapter to have like a little photograph.
Yep.
And I found a great artist who was, willing to do it. We sat down, I told her what I wanted, and she didn't meet her deadlines then. I, was kind of upset. And I was like, okay, let's, work this a little more. And it didn't. So then I brought on another one, and then his house caught on fire. So he was a little detained. I felt bad.
You might not be. Yeah, it might not be a good omen to do that.
Yeah, so I said, something's telling me this book's just not supposed to have pictures right now. Like the pictures are in the minds of those who read it and however they interpret it.
Those are the best pictures, actually.
So, yeah. So that's the Dear Baby Get Out. You'd like this one. It's funny,
I would like that one.
Yeah. The final days of childbirth.
The
neuroticness of trying to get a baby out.
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah. Okay.
Well, the neuroticness of that is it brings on the anxiety, and it's the same thing with putting out a book or putting out a show or, putting on any event that you're doing. There's a little, anxiety and preparedness that you have to do to push it into the world.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Ready for a break?
Yeah. On that note, we got to push it into a break. Actually, Pete, let me do the weather one more time. Let's get that in. Well, here we go with your Bobby G and Company weather report, brought to you by Les Nessman. All right, so 43 degrees. That's the chief meteorologist. He's still working on a helicopter. We don't have it up yet, but we're working on it. He's already talking. He's been talking to me about doing a live turkey drop from the helicopter. I don't know if that's going to fly or not. But anyway, 43 degrees out there currently with 44 your expected high. Sunrise was at 6:30, although you really wouldn't know it.
A little bit less gray.
Yeah, a little less gray. That's it. 5:38 for your sunset. It's going to rain all morning. And then it's going to get windy, but the rain's going to pretty much diminish mid-morning, and then it's just going to be overcast for the day. It does show as being windy for the balance of the morning after the rain is gone, but that only shows for the morning, and then the afternoon is just overcast, partly cloudy, however you want to call it. And but it should be, it's going to be a little cooler, 44 degrees, but I can live with that. I can definitely live with that. So that's your weather for today, and let's bust into our next song, which actually is from Mr. Boom Boom Mancini. When I asked Bobby, or I should say when Bobby called me and said, hey, I want to be on the show.
The truth.
It is the
That's
truth.
not the truth. Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome. Seven didn't have a car today. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
What'd you do to his car?
He couldn't get in. I think Bobby cut the tires or something, and he said, yo, I'm going on today. We're not talking wrestling. We're going to talk boxing. Yo, Adrian! I mean, hey, come on. All right. So, Boom Boom, what was the song you picked and why?
Kiss, Lick It Up.
It was not.
Oh, was it?
You butts.
Suspicious Minds by Elvis. That's a great song.
Elvis. I can't crack on the king.
That is a great song.
That is a great song.
I
You
can't
think about it,
crack
you
on
can
it.
put it together with April Rain there. Suspicious Minds,
Suspicious
right?
Minds.
See that?
Yeah,
Huh?
good
There
job.
you go.
Bad things you guys say about me. I just plugged her.
See, suspicious
Okay,
minds.
all right. So we got some Elvis coming out right now, and that's Bobby G and Company on WSKB.
We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I say? We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can build our dreams on suspicious minds. So if an old friend I know stops by to say hello, would I still see suspicion in your eyes? But here we go again, asking where I've been. You can't see the tears are real, I'm crying. We can't go on together with suspicious minds, and we can build our dreams on suspicious minds. Won't let our love survive or dry the tears from your eyes. Let's don't let a good thing die. When, honey, you know I have never lied to you. We're caught in a trap. I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Why can't you see what you're doing to me when you don't believe a word I say? Don't you know I'm caught in a trap? I can't walk out because I love you too much, baby. Don't you know I'm caught in a trap?
Support for the community programming of WSKB is provided by Bay State Dental. Comprehensive dentistry at 14 convenient locations in Springfield, Chicopee, Longmeadow, West Springfield, Belchertown, East Longmeadow, Ludlow, Northampton, Greenfield, and Wilbraham, as well as 29 Broad Street in Westfield. Bay State Dental makes it a priority to help you achieve and maintain the healthy smile you deserve. On the web at baystatedental.com.
Hi, this is Harry Rock, host of Rock on Westfield every fourth Wednesday at 8 a.m. Tune in for my view of this place I call home.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
All right. Hey, this is Bobby Goff, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company. Listen, I'm going to do almost a double play. We're going to come right back in and do one. This really is the Mancini theme song. This one here is The Doors.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No.
Oh, definitely you, buddy. This is The Doors with People Are Strange, and you're listening to Bobby G and Company.
Bobby G and Bean.
People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. People are strange when you're a stranger. Faces look ugly when you're alone. Women seem wicked when you're unwanted. Streets are uneven when you're down. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange. Alright, yeah. When you're strange, faces come out of the rain. When you're strange, no one remembers your name. When you're strange, when you're strange, when you're strange.
Support for community radio on WSKB provided by Westfield Electroplating. Employing over 140 skilled platers, painters, and technicians, Westfield Electroplating was founded in 1946 and was the first company in the country to achieve National Aerospace and Defense Contractor Program accreditation, proudly maintaining that status for over a decade. Westfield Electroplating provides over 50 quality finishes to meet your corrosion, cosmetic, or performance needs. On the web at www.westfieldplating.com or 413-568-3716. Westfield Electroplating, putting the finishing touches on technology.
Listen to me, Michael Buster McMahon, Mondays 8 to 10 a.m. to learn the stories behind your favorite songs. Or don't. I'm not the boss of you.
Community Radio.
89.5 WSKB.
Live from Studio 120 at Westfield Technical Academy, this is WCPC Channel 15 at 89.5 FM, WSKB, Westfield.
Well, good morning once again, everybody. Bobby Goff here. It is.
What is going on in there during these breaks?
Oh, my God. I'm telling
Very
you.
busy.
I heard it through my headphones.
Well, then you know.
Oh.
You heard
No,
it.
I heard the laughing
isn't
through my headphones.
Isn't that the old song? Heard it through my headphones.
I think they heard it on the hallway.
Yeah, well, that was, Mancini being funny. He's telling me how he's got another appearance right after this. And I said, yeah, what's that?
High-tech appearance.
I said, what's that, at the courthouse?
Oh, yeah.
So do I at the mayor's office. So there.
See?
Me too.
Oh, man. No. So we've been having, obviously, a lot of fun here this morning. And once again, the fastest 90 minutes of the week. And
you do have a show behind you today because Tiger Talk is back.
Yes, I figured that. But we had a lot of talk going on. So let me before we get sidetracked, because it was pointed out to me, even though I don't do this until the last segment, that I did not say hello to certain people on the air and give acknowledgement. And I was like, wait a minute, I do that at the end of the show, not in the beginning or the middle. All right, so let me give a shout out to my good friend, Sabrina Mancini. If you don't know Sabrina, she is a total sweetheart. She's a trip to be around. She's an awesome, all-around great girl. And good morning to you, Sabrina.
Good morning, Sabrina.
And I also have to say a very, very good morning to my 10-year-old co-host who was with us last week and pretty much carried the entire show on her little shoulders. We got Molly Grout. She was Grout. How do you pronounce that?
It's Grout.
It is Grout. Okay, I always think I'm saying it wrong.
It's the stuff that holds stuff together.
Yeah, but I always
Grout
think
is
I'm
the stuff
saying
that holds
it
things,
wrong.
and Groot is the character on Guardians of the Galaxy.
And you know what? I know that, and that's my fear is that I'm going to get it wrong.
Yeah.
So Molly Grout, I want to say good morning to you, honey. The show this morning wasn't the same without you.
Good morning,
Molly.
Good morning, Molly.
We'll have to get you back in here, and then by default, even though she was too lazy to get up last week and be a part of things.
She actually was sick last week.
Oh, she was?
Yeah,
Well, you didn't tell
she
me
had
that.
some
Now
bronchitis
you're playing mom. You're defending her now.
She.
So Maggie, good morning to you too.
Good morning,
And,
Maggie. She's in class now.
She's in class right now, so she won't hear this until we post it.
Yeah.
And so we got a bunch. Okay, so Bob, you happy now? I got my good hello.
And good morning, Gary.
And good morning. Oh, Gary. Yeah, I forgot about Gary.
Who's Gary?
That's her husband.
The guy
Remember him?
sleeping next to me.
No, that's yeah. Well, wait a minute.
There we go.
Damn.
We only got a couple minutes left.
Yeah, we only got
My husband.
9 minutes. That's like 3 commercial breaks. Woo! All right, so we got a lot going on today. I was gonna say Molly's got a book reading coming up.
Molly will one day. She
will.
is in the process of working on
She's
a
got
book.
her kids'
Yeah.
book coming out. That looks
She's
pretty
got
good.
her play coming up, so she's busy.
Nice. And again, you have a book signing event coming up. You've got some library work coming up.
Yep, and you can check it out on my Facebook page, author Angela M. Grout, or you can look at the Agawam Flower Shop Facebook page. Go to my website, angelamgrout.com.
Nice. Nice. Any sales this week on flowers, arrangements?
Flowers and books. Yeah, lots. Yeah.
Lots going on?
Yeah, I mean, fortunately for me, business is doing well, but unfortunately, people have been dying for the flowers, like literally. And we've had a lot of very, very sad funerals. Yeah. Young people. Like I always say, if it's someone under the age of 89, it's too soon for me.
Gotcha.
When you're not prepared for it, it's tough on the grieving families for sure.
Sure.
So I keep them in my thoughts and prayers.
Yeah. I know. I can tell you that, I got an arrangement from you 2 weeks ago. That arrangement is still like looking brand new.
Nice.
And it's still Hope's using it as the centerpiece on our table. And she was funny because she says to me, she goes, well, when this eventually dies, she says, bring this back to Angela along with the bucket. She says, bring back the vase. And I'm like, why? What are you hoping that she's going to refill it for you or what?
You know what we do is we offer, it's called a filler up special.
Oh, boy.
You bring in your own container, and with your budget, I will fill the vase with flowers.
Very nice.
That's cool. So it's nice. We have
great
I have quite a few
flower
customers
shop.
who drop them off on Saturdays. They put it in part of their budget, like people budget for their nails or hair or whatever. And one of the ladies is cute. She has a little envelope that says flowers on it, and she budgets $20 a week, and she drops off her little vase and she picks up one every week. We kind of do a little swap off, and she always has flowers in her house.
That really is a cool idea.
It's very cool. So and it gives me a little designer, credibility to just make what I have in the ingredients in the cabinet.
Sure.
Rob, have you been in an Agawam flower shop?
Yes, I have.
He
Oh,
has.
that's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I like you said, people die and you get flowers, and that's the only place I would go.
Thank you.
Yeah. They're awesome there. I can honestly say that. So, boom, what do you got going on? Last 2 minutes here. What do you got going on that you want to promote?
Oh, April 3rd, Italian Fraternal Club in Westfield. The actor from A Bronx Tale is coming in.
Okay.
Pelogio. Lilo Bronchitis, I don't know.
Bronchitis.
Yeah,
that's what I was thinking.
I don't know.
That's lit.
But he's coming in. It's a ZD dinner with a chance to take a picture with him. Digital photo. So
Michelle going to be there for that?
Yeah, she's hosting.
All right, because I'll
Michelle's
have a
the
photo
host.
with Michelle.
I hear that we're going to be able to sell some April Rain
Oh, yeah,
books
yeah.
there.
What's up with that? I heard
Yeah.
that
Well,
Angela's
listen.
going to have a table there. And She'll be doing book signings and helping you promote and being another local celebrity involved with this. That's a great idea. I think you're awesome.
I think it is a great idea, but I will pass the buck on to my
Let's say
vice
April
president,
Rain.
even though I own the company.
April.
But Angela, like I said, Angela's more than welcome to do what she wants, and then she doesn't have to go to my vice president because I've known her for a long time, and she's always taking care of me when I've needed something.
Oh, that's it. That's it.
So yeah.
So look, why don't we do this? When is that? What's the date on that?
April 3rd.
April 3rd. Why don't we look at having you in that week, and let's
absolutely.
promote it. Maybe you can get some phone time with Michelle, and we can talk about the event and go from there.
Yeah, absolutely. It'd be great. Thank
Well,
you
let's
very
promote
much.
it. Let's
Yes,
promote it.
thank
Let's have some fun with this. Because I've been to your celebrity events, and when I'm not playing bouncer or surrogate husband, they are a lot of fun. I mean,
it's family fun entertainment.
It's a great group of people.
But this is different. We're just, like I said, a meet and greet. This is a meet and greet. You get a chance to meet the actor from A Bronx Tale, like I said. So, and they charge, like believe me when I tell you, they usually charge $20, $30 for an autograph. You know what I mean? At an autograph signing. So, and you get a ZD dinner. ZD.
Well, that's what Angela charges, $20 or $30. You get a signature.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So, I mean, it's well worth the $20. And I mean,
On top of the buck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, see, you've been missing out. So, all right, so let's do that. Let's get you guys back in, and Angela, we can have you on too at the same time.
If you can't make it in, we can always have you on by phone.
Yeah, exactly. And
Hey, you
know who's saying? I mean, we don't even know.
Yeah, we have the phones working now.
Yeah, phone lines are
Why
working.
do that? They would have lit up. There
No,
would
you
have been
can't.
millions and millions of people.
We're going to have a call
He
in.
thinks he's the Rock now.
I don't have a delay, you know.
Yeah, that's why we. Yeah,
Forget it. Not with my friends.
That's what I mean.
Yep. So we got to be careful with that. But, and this is also presupposing that Lynn is, I may just replace Lynn. She's obviously not reliable.
He needs you. He missed
2
This
weeks
would be
in
the
a
second
row.
co-host you've gone through.
Well, yeah, I am tough on co-hosts. I will admit that. Although Caitlin was a blast.
What happened to her?
She just,
Work.
her work schedule
work
made it where
schedule.
she couldn't do it.
All right.
But Caitlin was one of those co-hosts that was not necessarily a good thing for me because we have the same sense of humor.
Oh.
No, it was
And
funny.
It was funny,
Sorta.
but yeah, I mean, there were
It
times
was
that,
more of a PG-13.
at least. Yeah, one of us would say something and then we'd have to turn away because we'd both be dying laughing inside and try not to share that. But she's an awesome, awesome lady too. But listen, so that's our show for this week. I want to thank everybody for listening. I want to thank our guest, Mr. Bob Boom Boom Mancini, for coming in, the Bean of West Springfield. And as always, my friend, it was a pleasure to have you here this early. Pete, thank you for getting up, braving these elements, and being a part of things. We couldn't do it without you, literally. And Angela, it's always a pleasure to have you here.
Thank you.
We'll see, maybe next week. I mean, Lynn may be still sick, or her bronchitis are still itising. I don't know, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But as always, folks, thank you for listening, and please be safe. I want to have you guys back all next week and listening to the antics and, getting a Keurig education and all that good stuff. We'll see what we got going on then.
Thanks for having us.
And no, it's my pleasure. You bring coffee. I like you. Lynn makes me buy. Well, I bought it anyway, but that's besides the point.
Oh, please.
Come on.
It's time for Tiger Talk. Let's go.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're going to leave you with one last song here, and then we're coming in with Tiger Talk. So this one here is Steppenwolf with Born to be Wild, and you've been listening to Bobby G and Company on WSKNB.
Get your motor running. Head out on the highway, looking for adventure. And whatever comes our way, yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a love embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. I like smoking lightning. Heavy metal thunder, racing with the wind, and the feeling that I'm under. Yeah, darling, go make it happen. Take the world in a love embrace. Fire all of your guns at once and explode into space. Like a true nature's child, we were born to be wild. We can climb so high. I never wanna die. Born to be wild. Born to be wild.
Support for community radio on WSKB is provided by Betts.